When 16-year-old Ashley Chen died in a car accident in 2022, her family thought they'd lost her forever. But 2 years later, her Instagram account started posting again. New photos, conversations with friends, updates about her life. The posts knew intimate family details only Ashley could know. But Ashley was buried in Hillcrest Cemetery. So who was controlling her digital ghost? Before you watch this video, don't forget to subscribe to Beneath Stories, because sometimes the most terrifying threats are hiding in plain sight, right inside your own home. March 15, 2022. Ashley Chen was driving home from her part-time job at a Portland bookstore when a drunk driver ran a red light. The collision killed Ashley instantly. She was 16 years old, an honor student with plans for college and dreams of becoming a journalist. The Chen family, parents Linda and Robert, and Ashley's younger brother Kevin, were devastated. Ashley had been the heart of their family, always posting photos of their adventures, family dinners, and everyday moments. Ashley's social media presence had been vibrant. Over 2,000 Instagram followers, active on TikTok, constantly sharing her thoughts and experiences. Her accounts became digital memorials after her death, filled with condolences from friends and family. Ashley loved documenting our lives, Linda Chen recalled. She had this gift for capturing perfect moments and making everyone feel included. The family left Ashley's accounts active as a way to remember her. Friends would post memories, share old photos, and leave messages on her birthday. It became a place for collective grief and celebration of Ashley's life. For 2 years, the accounts remained exactly as Ashley had left them, frozen digital memorials to a vibrant life cut short. March 15, 2024. Exactly 2 years after Ashley's death, her Instagram account posted a new photo. A sunset over Portland's skyline with the caption, "Missing this view. 2 years changes everything." Kevin Chen, now 15, saw the notification first. "Mom, did you post something on Ashley's account?" he asked Linda, showing her the phone. Linda stared at the screen in shock. She didn't have access to Ashley's passwords. The family had never posted anything new to Ashley's accounts, they were too painful to manage actively. Maybe Instagram had some kind of glitch, Robert suggested. Old posts sometimes resurface. But this wasn't an old post. The photo showed Portland's current skyline with new construction visible. The image metadata confirmed it was taken recently, not 2 years ago. The post quickly gained attention from Ashley's friends. Comments poured in, "Ashley? Is this real? How is this possible? Who posted this?" The Chen family was terrified and confused. Someone had access to their deceased daughter's account and was pretending to be her. The Chen family immediately tried to secure Ashley's account. But they couldn't remember her passwords, and Ashley had never shared them. They contacted Instagram support team, but the process for accessing deceased users' accounts was complex and slow. Meanwhile, more posts appeared. Photos of familiar Portland locations, comments on friends' posts, and messages that seemed authentically Ashley's voice. "Whoever this is knows Ashley's writing style perfectly," observed her best friend Mia Rodriguez. The captions sound exactly like her. The posts demonstrated intimate knowledge of Ashley's life. References to inside jokes, family memories, and personal details that only someone very close to Ashley would know. Kevin became obsessed with monitoring his sister's account. "The person posting knows things about our family that we never shared publicly," he told his parents. "They know about Ashley's childhood stuffed animal, her secret crush, even the song she hummed while doing homework." The family felt violated. Someone was using their grief and Ashley's memory for unknown purposes, puppeteering their daughter's digital ghost. Ashley's friend group was divided about the mysterious posts. Some believed it might actually be Ashley communicating from beyond death. Others suspected a cruel hoax by someone who had access to personal information. "Ashley always said she'd find a way to stay in touch," said friend Jessica Park. "Maybe this is real. Maybe she's actually trying to reach us. But more skeptical friends began investigating. They noticed subtle differences in Ashley's posting patterns, different photo filters, slightly altered vocabulary, posting times that didn't match Ashley's old habits. Mia Rodriguez decided to test whoever was controlling the account. She posted a comment referencing a fake memory that never happened, claiming Ashley had borrowed her red sweater. The response came within hours: "LOL, I never borrowed your red sweater, you're thinking of the blue one from freshman year." The correction was accurate. Ashley had indeed borrowed Mia's blue sweater freshman year, not a red one. Whoever was posting new detailed history about Ashley's friendships. The posts began including references to current family events. When Robert Chen got a promotion at work, Ashley's account congratulated him. When Linda started taking painting classes, Ashley posted encouragement. "How does this person know about Mom's art classes?" Kevin demanded. "We never posted about that online." The Chen family realized someone was actively surveilling their current lives, not just accessing Ashley's old information. The person controlling Ashley's account knew real-time details about their private activities. Security became a concern. The family checked their home for hidden cameras, examined their phones for malware, and considered whether someone close to them was responsible. "We feel like we're being watched constantly," Linda confided to her sister. "This person knows when we go grocery shopping, when Kevin has soccer practice, when Robert works late." The digital stalking was becoming a nightmare, made worse by the emotional manipulation of using Ashley's identity to access their lives. The Chen family hired private investigator Sarah Martinez to trace the source of Ashley's posthumous posts. Martinez specialized in cybercrime and digital fraud cases. "Whoever is doing this has sophisticated technical skills," Martinez reported after initial analysis. "They're using VPN services, encrypted connections, and methods to hide their identity." Martinez discovered the posts were being made from multiple locations around Portland. The person wasn't operating from a single computer but had access to various internet connections throughout the city. "This suggests someone with mobility and technical knowledge," Martinez explained. "They're being very careful to avoid detection." More disturbing was Martinez's discovery that someone had been systematically collecting information about Ashley and her family for years, possibly even before her death. "There are digital footprints suggesting long-term surveillance," Martinez revealed. "This person has been studying your family's patterns and gathering personal information for an extended period." Martinez's investigation revealed that Ashley's account was being accessed through a complex network of stolen credentials and hacked devices. The perpetrator had infiltrated multiple systems to maintain their deception. "Your daughter's case isn't isolated," Martinez told the Chen family. "I've found evidence of similar activity targeting other grieving families in the Portland area." The investigation uncovered a disturbing pattern. Someone was systematically targeting families who had lost children, studying their social media presence, and then impersonating the deceased to manipulate and stalk the survivors. Martinez identified potential suspects through digital forensics. The evidence pointed to someone with advanced computer skills who had personal connections to multiple affected families. "We're dealing with a predator who specializes in exploiting grief," Martinez explained. "This person gets satisfaction from manipulating families during their most vulnerable time." The scope of the crimes extended beyond the Chen family. Other Portland families had experienced similar incidents with deceased relatives' accounts becoming active again. Police investigation led by Detective Brian Walsh identified Marcus Thompson, a 28-year-old IT specialist who worked for a local internet service provider. Thompson had technical skills and access to customer information that enabled his crimes. Thompson was a digital necromancer, Detective Walsh explained. He studied deceased individuals' online presence, learned their communication patterns, and then impersonated them to torment their families. Thompson had been targeting grieving families for over 3 years. He selected victims through obituaries, social media memorials, and public records. His technical position gave him access to internet traffic and personal data. Thompson seemed to derive psychological satisfaction from controlling families' grief, said forensic psychologist Dr. Lisa Chang. He enjoyed the power of puppeteering digital ghosts and manipulating emotional responses. Thompson had extensive files on dozens of families, containing detailed personal information, communication patterns, and surveillance notes about their daily activities. Marcus Thompson was arrested at his apartment on June 10, 2024. Police found sophisticated computer equipment, detailed files on victim families, and evidence of his digital impersonation schemes. Marcus Thompson, you're under arrest for identity theft, cyberstalking, and harassment, Detective Walsh announced during the raid. Thompson's apartment contained disturbing shrines to his victims, printed social media photos, personal information displays, and detailed timelines of each family's grief journey. Thompson kept trophies from his victims, reported Officer Jennifer Kim. He documented their emotional responses to his fake posts, treating their pain like a game. Thompson showed no remorse during interrogation. He claimed he was helping families stay connected to their loved ones, and couldn't understand why his actions were considered harmful. I was giving them what they wanted, Thompson insisted. I was keeping their children alive online. The Chen family's testimony during Thompson's trial revealed the profound psychological damage caused by his digital impersonation scheme. He didn't just steal our daughter's identity, Linda Chen told the court. He weaponized our grief, used our love for Ashley to torment us, and violated our most sacred memories. Kevin Chen described how Thompson's posts had prevented him from processing his sister's death. Every time I started to heal, there would be a new post that felt like Ashley was still alive. It was psychological torture. Other victim families shared similar experiences. Thompson had targeted over 20 families, causing immeasurable emotional harm through his digital manipulations. Thompson's crimes represent a new form of predatory behavior enabled by social media, explained victim advocate Maria Santos. He exploited the most vulnerable people during their darkest moments. The case highlighted the need for better protections for deceased individuals' digital accounts and improved support for families dealing with online harassment. Marcus Thompson was sentenced to 8 years in prison for multiple counts of cyberstalking, identity theft, and harassment. The case established new precedents for prosecuting digital impersonation crimes. This sentence sends a clear message that exploiting grieving families through digital manipulation will be prosecuted to the full extent of the law, declared District Attorney Patricia Rodriguez. Social media platforms implemented new policies for handling deceased users' accounts, making it more difficult for bad actors to gain unauthorized access. The Chen family worked with victim advocacy groups to raise awareness about digital predators who target grieving families. We want other families to know this type of crime exists, Robert Chen stated. No one should have to experience what we went through. Ashley's accounts were permanently secured and memorialized according to the family's wishes, finally allowing them to control their daughter's digital legacy. 2 years after Thompson's arrest, the Chen family had begun to heal from their traumatic experience. They established a foundation to help other families protect their deceased loved ones' digital presence. We learned that grief makes people vulnerable to manipulation, Linda Chen reflected. Thompson exploited our love for Ashley, but ultimately our love was stronger than his cruelty. Kevin Chen, now in college, became an advocate for digital privacy rights and online safety. He speaks at schools about the importance of protecting personal information and recognizing digital manipulation. Ashley's real legacy isn't the fake posts Thompson created, Kevin said during a memorial service. It's the love she shared with everyone and the positive impact she had on our lives. The family kept one of Ashley's accounts active as a genuine memorial, sharing real memories and celebrating her actual life rather than the digital ghost Thompson had created. Thompson's crimes highlighted the dark side of social media and the new ways predators could exploit technology to cause psychological harm. The Chen family's experience served as a warning about digital predators and the importance of protecting vulnerable people from online manipulation. For families dealing with loss, the case demonstrated both the dangers and potential of digital memorialization, and the need to be vigilant about who has access to their most precious memories. Thank you for watching this investigation into the Chen family's digital nightmare. Subscribe to Beneath Stories for more cases revealing the disturbing realities that can hide behind normal suburban facades. Because sometimes the greatest threats to our safety come not from outside our homes, but from the hidden spaces within the walls we trust to protect us.